In summary, due to the operational and uncertain nature of airside ops, it's difficult to have structured planning to take in the work to take place. So current processes for the airside ops is to undertake scheduled works has been proven to be very effective, with BAC actually winning awards around wildlife and management practices. Communication between the team leaders and the airside ops managers is very effective, and where all parties are actually willing to adapt to changes at the last minute. So by training the airside ops officers in the role of team leaders, it actually creates better awareness of how planning actually occurs. One aspect of the airside works process that requires improving is the coordination with the government agencies such as CASA and Air Services. At present, there's a strong relationship between these parties. However, the communication and updates is fed through the operations manager. So last minute changes of information and unexpected aircraft takes a time to actually filter through to the team leaders, leaving less time for them to reprioritise the work. Airports actually have integrated information systems where all airside parties are reporting on works that are planned for the day and can actually update urgent updates basically. So this integrated system allows all parties to be involved and actually changes immediately and creates better communication between the government agencies and the airport. So currently the airside coordination manager is actually in the process of preparing a business case to the senior management team to actually implement a systems such as these. Performance planning plans are developed for each individual on an annual basis for each financial year. Goal setting takes place in August each year, and reviews are undertaken the following July. Generally at BAC, each individual meets with their manager to discuss and agree on the KPIs for the year. However, airside operations groups are multiple people competing with the same role. It is actually not possible for them to set individual targets for each team member. To overcome this, 4 team leaders along with the airside ops manager meet to discuss targets for the AOOs. The group actually agrees on what the KPIs should be, and then the team leaders meet with each of the AOOs individually to discuss the targets with them. The AOOs have an opportunity to comment on the targets, and where necessary changes are actually made. Due to the size of the team and the shift work roster, the process can actually take up to over 4 weeks. So the team's KPIs are clear and easy to understand. However, they are developed by the team leaders and they're communicated to the AOOs. It actually provides less opportunity for the AOOs to have an input into the KPIs compared to other roles within the organisation. The process is also very time consuming and can take weeks for all members to have conversations with team leaders. This can result in the AOO not knowing what their goals are compared to a month area compared to another AOO. This could be improved by actually including KPIs on the agenda at the toolbox meetings. So simply just having like a 10-minute dedicated period there before the meetings to discuss some ideas around the KPIs that should be or shouldn't be included. It actually gives an opportunity to provide input before the KPIs are finalised, and ensures that everyone is at least aware of what the KPIs will most likely be, even if they haven't seen any detail. The actual process will also reinforce the culture of consistent and regular feedback, making performance conversations more a part of day-to-day life. By the end of July, the AOOs will have a one-on-one performance conversation with one of the team leaders, where any concerns regarding performance or an individual disagrees with the rating provided, the airside coordination manager will also attend the meeting. If an agreement can't be reached, then the HR team's there to provide support also. To ensure consistency and the quality of performance review conversations across the business, HR reviews each completed document. If the standard of commentary is not acceptable, or the comments do not actually reflect the ratings, the HR sends a review back to the manager to recomplete and provide further training on how to actually effectively have a performance conversation. Performance management in the airside ops has come a long way over the past 3 years. It significant investment in that area, and the training and the management, reinforcing the expectations regarding the performance reviews. So prior to this is actually just a tick and a flick process, and where conversations were actually minimal. So and they weren't actually meaningful. So there was definitely there for for improvement. Having 4 team leaders undertake the reviews based on shift patterns means that there is less consistency that if only one manager was actually to review all the team members. So some of the team members are comfortable and more effective at having performance management conversations than others. So resulting in different degrees of feedback. This is what happens when that's given. Due to a 1 month time frame that is set by HR, it is actually not possible for one team leader to have all the performance management meetings, nor should they, as an expectation on all team leaders to do this process. To overcome the inconsistency in the quality of conversations, more training should be undertaken with this team, and leaders of the airside operation management should sit in on a couple of review meetings to ensure that each team leader is actually providing a similar standard of feedback across the board. Additionally, rather than only having performance management conversations on an annual basis, the team should actually should hold informal ones. So feedback sessions should be conducted with the team on a quarterly basis. Goals and targets should also be reviewed regularly to make sure that they are still relevant. So the reward and recognition program, BAC employees who are rated as meeting expectations or receive a performance-based bonus, this amount paid is dependent on the role type, performance ratings, and the company performance. This program is actually found and was developed and implemented by the HR team. So a manager of a team the role is to ensure that the performance reviews are fair and adequate and equitable. And they're not actually just focused on the bonus, but more so focused on providing positive feedback and even the negative feedback that's going to be beneficial in making differences to the employee. As a lot of KPIs within the airside ops are team effort, an AOO team member, if he's rated as meeting expectations or higher, they actually will hold we hold barbecues, and we'll do short game sessions, or such as mini golf, or we'll go karting. So this is actually set over a couple of different sessions, so every team member can actually be involved in it, rather than just individual people. So in addition to the performance-based bonus, BAC offers a high flyer recognition program, and which actually allows managers and co-workers to recognise when someone has actually gone above and beyond. So each manager has a kit containing a bronze, a silver, and a gold boarding pass to reward an employee. The manager actually just simply fills out the form and gives it to the individual, or the individual vice versa, and then basically they will receive an acknowledgement from HR along with a gift card, the value based on or the award type. The value is based on the award type. So this is timely and effective way to actually recognise someone's efforts. One of the actual real benefits of this program is that co-workers from any team can actually nominate anyone in the company for award. To date, Airside Ops has distributed and received the largest proportion of boarding passes, which is actually a good representation of our culture, and or saying thank you and even giving honest feedback to individuals. So in conclusion, I'd like to say thank you for your time today. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation, and I hope you now have a better understanding of BAC, the goals and visions, the strategic planning process, about airside operations, how we do performance planning, performance management in airside operations. In addition, I've also thought I'd provide some thoughts on how we could further improve our processes. So I'd like to thank you.